The man who killed Greg Flanagan never stepped foot inside room 348. In fact, he never even saw him. In case you have not watched part 1, you should before continuing. Months after the case stalled, a fresh set of eyes took over. A detective known for revisiting cold cases. He didn't start with suspects. He started with the body, with the autopsy, with the trajectory of the damage. And he noticed something. The bruising wasn't random. It was directional, upward. The laceration in the groin area, initially thought to be trauma from a beating. What if it wasn't blunt force? What if it was an entry wound, hidden in folds of skin, easy to miss? Internal damage rising vertically, organs shredded in a straight path. That's not a fist, that's not a kick, that's velocity. If it was a bullet, where was the gun? Where was the casing? Where was the hole? Investigators returned to the room. This time they looked at the walls, specifically the wall shared with the adjacent room. And there it was, a tiny repaired patch, easy to overlook, plugged with toothpaste. The adjacent room had been occupied that night, a group of men, drinking, having fun. One of them had a handgun. He was showing it off, handling it casually. At some point, it discharged. They thought it just hit drywall. They didn't hear a scream, didn't report. Instead, they panicked. They filled the hole, packed it with toothpaste, and went to sleep, unaware that a bullet had traveled through insulation, through the wall, and into the body of a man standing near his door. Greg was likely standing upright, maybe moving toward the door. The bullet entered low, traveled upward, tore through organs, caused massive internal bleeding. He probably never knew what hit him. When confronted, the men admitted the discharge. They insisted it was accidental, no intent to harm. But they had concealed evidence, tampering with the wall, failing to report the shot. Charges followed. And just like that, the impossible mystery had an explanation. The scariest part isn't that someone planned a perfect crime. It's that no one planned anything. One careless moment, one irresponsible decision, a man dies for no apparent cause. And how unfair life can be. Room 348 wasn't a locked room mystery. It was a line of sight problem, a tragedy built on carelessness. If this case unsettled you, there are more like it. Subscribe and leave a thumbs up.